Welcome to RV and Travel Adventures. My name is Jesus Manuel Mena Garza. I hope you're having a super fantastic day wherever you're at. In this edition, I explored the Flagstaff ePro E20BHS, a very nice and super family-friendly bunkhouse model by the folks at Flagstaff. They have a very similar model in the Rockwood lineup in the Geo Pro. That would be also the E20BHS. There's I-35, so if you're on I-35, make a stop here and check them out. The folks here at Explore USA RV Super Center, they are the nicest people ever. Especially Antonio, he's super nice. Here's a wide shot of the ePro. Again, this is a bunkhouse model, and it has a bike rack up front, two 20-pound propane tanks, and a power tongue jack. And right below that, the tanks there is the shut-off switch for the 12-volt. So the unloaded vehicle weight of this specific unit is 3,605 pounds. And the cargo carrying capacity of this specific unit, after all the odds and ends that you added, is 712 pounds. The exterior length is 21 feet 2 inches, and the awning size is 14 feet. Like I noted earlier, there is an area up front for put some bicycles. Of course, has a power tongue jack, two 20-pound propane tanks, an area for a battery, and under the propane tank, that's where you have the 12-volt shut-off switch. There's your stabilizer jacks, and of course, this unit, it takes advantage of aluminum framing. Connections for cable and satellite, city water connection, and antifreeze inlet, etc., etc. A very nice unit indeed. There's your connection for your 30, amp connection in your water heater. In the slide out is the dinette, and then back here you have access to the bunkhouses. You can have another little pad down there, and way below, of course, you have your terminations, and of course you have the very nice Torflex suspension, sort of like an independent suspension. That's better than those leaf springs for sure. So this is your own little private entrance. You can store stuff in there, or you can have your children or small adults sleep there. Of course, take all those metal contrivances out. You don't want them to sleep on that. That'll hurt their back. Closes very nicely. I like it. Even has its own little window. There's a ladder to get on the roof and clean off the top there and check your solar panels. Make sure everything's A-OK. Of course, it has a MaxxAir fan with a little rain cover. Very nice. This unit comes standard with a 100-watt roof solar and a 1,000-watt inverter. Very nice. Right there you get a nice all-metal table. That should last a couple of years, huh? And they have an alternating current connection right there. Of course, that requires a generator or being connected to shore power to work. And right down there are some Westlake ST 235/75R15 tires, very rugged tires. And there's your propane quick connect. To the right, you have your MORryde steps, the exhaust for the heater, etc., etc. And if you have the time, you can pause the video and look at this and read all the different features of this fantastic Flagstaff ePro. There's another view of the pass-through storage, and of course, you have a connection there for some solar, some a little suitcase. Let's go inside and check out the interior of this ePro. Again, this is the ePro E20BHS. As we go inside, you can see they have the new Newport ash, the lighter interior. I really like it. And of course, in the back, you have the restroom, and to the right, the bunkhouses. And to the left there is the kitchen area. We have a nice stainless steel sink, nice oven, range top. You also even get a microwave and a small refrigerator. And it's a DC refrigerator. Very nice, taking advantage of the solar panel on the roof. And of course, they have an inverter, a 1,000-watt inverter. You can't complain about that. In the kitchen, you get solid surface countertops again, and stainless steel square sink there. It's not undermounted, but mounted above. Some people prefer that, and a nice faucet. And you get a 3-burner cooktop with cast iron grates. That's an upgrade from your standard cheap little wire grates. course, this unit has an oven and also a microwave. So you get all the trifecta. You get the stovetop, you get the oven, and you get the microwave. That's a good size oven. I really like it. So you can cook a turkey, I think, a small turkey, a little gobbler. You can throw it in there. Definitely some pies, cakes, and cookies. And you get a DC refrigerator. Oh my God, I love it. Good size freezer area, and below it, of course, a refrigerator. And it says there, it's, let me see what it says. It says it's a 4-point-something cubic feet. Very nice. And down there, you have your refrigerator section, your controls. You can put your milk down there, your juice, whatever you want, your head of lettuce, and whatever you just caught that day. You maybe caught some fish, you can toss them in the freezer and save them for another day to have for dinner. To the right, you have a little storage area. This is a nice storage area. It's a closet with room. The shelves you can move anywhere you want or just take them out and make it just a closet or a storage area. It's your choice. And it goes way, way, way down there. And they have a little section down here where you can put some odds and ends. It's up to you again how you like to have your travel trailer configured. Again, you get a good size Magic Chef microwave, and to the left there you get your PWM pulse width modulated, basic, very basic rudimentary charge controller display, and I would prefer a MPPT, multi-point power tracking system. Those are more efficient, but you get what you pay for. Here's a little pass-through area where you can store some odds and ends, your Cheerios, your Wheaties, your Post Toasties, whatever you want, you can put it in there. You can even put some canned items up there. That's a nice little range hood. And again, let me pan down. Let me do that. Oh, there you go. That's your little sponge drawer. And to the right, an area to open your bottles, be they barley-based or sugar-based. Again, plywood box construction. Very nice. And of course, all metal glides. And there's a little area there where you can connect alternating current. And of course, this unit has in-cabinet, not in-floor heating, so it's designed for the outdoors. Because when you come in from the outdoors, typically you drag in some dirt, and you don't want to drag it in and have it collect in the heating ducts in the floor. Good size storage there. What do you think? A good size storage? It's up to you. Probably have some important items behind that little panel. There's the bed. It's a good size bed. I like it. My wife and I could fit in there. We're not too big. We're regular size folks. I'm 5'10", 175. My wife, 5'7", 140 pounds. So we're good size people, but not too big. And back there, you can see in the corner there, I'm going to go peek in there. You can see that inverter. So they have the inverter switch on the outside. Good size storage right there. Let me show you. There, back there. That's the inverter. And a lot of plumbing and wiring too. Let me close let me drawer here. So you get a little pop-up tower of power. Has USB and alternating current, stuff. So you're gonna have to determine. You're gonna have to talk to your dealership and ask them, what does the inverter invert from 12 volt to alternating current? Some of the outside receptacle or some of the inside? There's some storage up here. Again, that's a question for your dealership. That's the head unit for the stereo system, and of course some switches there for the Wi-Fi, Ranger, etc. And you get a little TV, not a gigantic TV. That's a small unit, so you don't get a big TV. You don't get a 50-inch. You don't get a 60-inch. You only get I think that's 20 inches. And here's some of the controls for your awning. And of course, it's controlled if you want. If you have the phone app, you can get it all under control with the RV app. Sweet. Very nice. So I'm going to configure that seating area. It's not exactly set up right now for a bed. I'm just going to move a couple things around. This blind right here had some issues. It's something you have to get fixed by the folks here at Explore USA RV Super Center. Hopefully it doesn't take more than a couple minutes to fix. Hopefully they'll tell you to come back in a month or two. That would be no fun. So, but this one works for sure. That's the way it's supposed to work. You yank on it, then you yank again, and it does its thing. Okay? So I'm going to move a couple of these pillows around, these little foam rectangles, and move them this one over there, and this one right there. And it turns into a good size bed. I think it's good enough for a child or two. So you can have some in the bunkhouse, some sleeping here, and of course you get the bed. Very nice, very nice. So that works out. You have some storage under it. That area to the left here, I thought I can open it up, but it has hinges on both sides. Apparently some important items under there. It might be some water, fresh water, who knows. Another question for your dealership. Ask them a lot of questions, Will, when you're down there. They're not afraid to answer them. If they are afraid to answer them, you went to the wrong place. Little storage down there. So let's head on down to the restroom. But first, let's take a peek at the air conditioner. It's a 13.5 air conditioner. It's plenty for this size unit. This isn't a super large travel trailer. There's the controls right there. Right on the unit. Hopefully you're tall enough and have long enough arms to adjust the thermostat. And if not, you can go down here and play with this thermostat. So you have two options, okay? They said in the literature this was a porcelain foot flush toilet, but it was, I played with a bowl and it was plastic. Maybe they ran out of the porcelain one and say, hey, we'll send them a plastic one. Hopefully they don't complain. Well, if you're paying for a porcelain foot flush toilet, you should get a porcelain foot flush toilet. That's a $200 option. There's some of the controls for the shower area. Of course, this unit takes advantage of AquaView shower miser system. Save some water here and there. Why not? Especially if you're boondocking. Give it a little tub there, an area for your cup and your toothbrush. And right above it is a small but plenty of room for most folks. A little medicine cabinet. And you get that Max Air fan with rain cover. Let me close this up. To the right, this doesn't open up. And of course you have some receptacles, some controls for the light, etc., etc. And again, I banged on it. Yeah, that's plastic, all right. Let me close the door. Here's your little bunkhouses for the children or the crew. Some small adults will fit in there, no problem. Not all adults are, 275 pounds, 6'5". Some are a little tinier. I have some friends that are under 5 foot. They would take up no space at all in this unit. So you have 2 layers, and you have USB and alternating current connections, and each area has their own specific light. These are little comfortable little pads. If I was a 15-year-old or 12-year-old going camping, I'd say, yeah, I love it. I enjoy it. And you have a little storage area underneath, so you get 3 layers. Storage there, sleeping there, and more sleeping above that. Now I'm going to show you how this looks if, not all the way. I'm sorry, I didn't go all the way. I didn't put the post under the table, but I'm going to set this up for like actual seating. So I'm going to set it up for seating except for the moving the table up, okay? So let me move this camera over here to the right a little more. There I am. I finally got it right. And let's take, let me go in there and do some adjustments. Again, I have to move that ploppy, floppy, little window blind. Move that back there. You have to move them back there. It's because it only fits if you have this above it. Let me move that again, that ploppy piece. And now that I know how to do it, and let me move this to the right and put that up there with the Velcro. And of course, you have to get the posts for the table, and I'm not going to do that. I'm too lazy. I'm not getting paid for this. So again, you can put some storage as you're traveling along down the road, etc., etc. So thanks for watching my video. Hope you like it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I would greatly appreciate it. And please leave your kind and super friendly comments below the description. This has been a short review of the Flagstaff ePro E20BHS, a very family-friendly, lightweight bunkhouse model. Hope you like it. If you have any questions, again, feel free to contact me. This has been RV and Travel Adventures. Hope you're going to have a fantastic year. From Fort Worth, Texas, this has been Jesus Manuel Mena Garza. Gracias. Adios. Bye-bye.